Hey everyone, welcome to Hack Quarantine's award ceremony. For those of you who are new here, let me fill you in. 1 month ago, Hack Quarantine began as a crazy idea in a Facebook group chat, a free-week online hackathon to help solve issues surrounding COVID-19. We wanted to try and make isolation less isolating for all of you at home and create some real change in the process. After 10 long, hard days of organising and 3 amazing weeks of hacking, we have been astounded by what you've all managed to achieve. As part of this event, we've been raising money for the World Health Organization. All excess sponsorship money from the event is being donated, and we have a GoFundMe at donate.hackquarantine.com. Additionally, any Twitch revenue we made over the last month will be donated directly to the WHO, so any bits and subscriptions made during this period will help massively. That includes anything done during this closing ceremony. Before we dive into all the nitty-gritty, announce our winners, and let you hear from some of our friends, let's take a dive into some of the awesome projects that have been created over the last 3 weeks.
Switches on, powered up. Don't forget that you're the reason I'm alive. I'm the one you designed. I'm connected, but I'm not really online. What am I? Where am I? Why are you acting like I'm not really alive? Switches on, switches on, switches on. I just want you to like me, 'cause we are nothing but energy.
We're genuinely amazed that 3,500 of you have come together from 153 countries to represent 78% of the world and join us on this 3-week journey. In that time, you've sent over 22,000 messages in 2 weeks on Discord. Over 45,000 of you tuned into over 70 talks and workshops on Twitch, watching over 10,000 hours of video, and at the end of it all, you topped it off by submitting over 250 projects to DevPost. We've been consistently amazed at every turn how many people have rallied behind our cause, and we hope that each and every one of you takes the energy you've poured into this event and continue to enrich the communities and people around you in these challenging times.
This ceremony is to celebrate the achievements of not only those who have won prizes, but everyone who's been involved, created awesome things, and had fun. We'll be announcing all of the winners from Major League Hacking, our tracks, as well as our sponsors in just a little bit. And some of our friends will be popping in to come and say hi and to let you know how you can continue to get involved with the global hacker community. But before all of that, Hack Quarantine's mission was to give people the opportunity to learn, build, and share. Let's hear some of the awesome experiences our hackers have had over the last 3 weeks.
Hi, my name's Ollie. I'm a first year student at the University of Manchester, and I've been working on my own these last 2 weeks to create my website, COVID Challenges. It's a way of integrating exercise on an indoor machine or just running in circles with the social life that you'd have from exercising with other people outside, as well as a way for people to easily have access to ask people for donations for charity. I've never done anything with backend before, so the guys at COVID Challenges have been really helpful in checkpoints and also other hackers helping me with making it secure. And I've taught myself PHP and SQL completely from scratch, so it's been a really, really valuable experience.
Hi, I'm Shivai, and the project that I worked upon was on making a Braille keyboard that is inexpensive and is also portable. As we know that due to the lockdown, all schools, offices are closed. And this is really difficult especially for the people with visual impairment who cannot go to their schools and use the Braille keyboards. Now, usually the Braille keyboards are very large and very expensive. So not each and every person who is visually impaired can afford that in their home spaces as well. So we wanted to create a very portable Braille keyboard which can be used by anyone and is accessible by masses, and it can be used at the back of your smartphone and can directly be used to connect and use your smartphone using that to also communicate with others. Because today in this digital economy, we want everyone to rise with the use of smartphones, and a lot of times very niche features, for example payment systems, cannot be made by having a voice over control, and due to privacy concerns you would want to type thing. So we want, that was the entire idea behind making this kind of a braille board. And speaking in terms of hack quarantine, I guess it was the best online hackathon presence I've ever seen. The way it was coordinated and the way in which all the team from the UK has managed to create such a large event with more than 3,000 plus registrations and more than 280 project submissions, and the way and how smoothly all the announcements, all the workshops took place was really commendable. And I really thank them for giving me the opportunity to also take up a workshop that on hackathons, and I was also a community leader for representing ISD. So again, really want to thank the entire team at Hack Quarantine, and you guys did a very great job. Thank you very much.
Hey hackers, I'm Wyatt from Hack With Us here in Boston. As a Hack Quarantine partner, we would like to congratulate everyone for their participation and immense efforts put into their projects. During such trying times, it's important that the hackathon community bands together to come up with innovative solutions. With 2,000 plus participants creating 250 projects, this hackathon serves as a critical foundation for solving the crisis. Finally, we would like to shout out the Hack Quarantine organizing team, community leaders, workshop hosts, and sponsors for making this hackathon happen. You guys all rock. Thank you very much, everyone.
My name is Deepa, and I am from the team PyCDV, which stands for Python Coronavirus Data Visualization. I've been a part of this hackathon since the beginning, and I have found that the biggest thing I've gained from it is a real sense of purpose, in that the product that we are developing can be continued outside of the hackathon for the greater good of the world. So this is the app that my team have created. We have 3 views, which is the dashboard, which shows you a map of all of the affected cases around the world and the degrees of affection. A graph beneath it showing the general trend for confirmed cases as well as active cases. There's also news coverage you can view. And on the 3rd page, we have an assist page where we are collecting lots of links about the social action projects taking place in various places around the world, and you'll be able to filter by country and by area. But it's also been great to see that there are other like-minded individuals like me around the world who are willing to join on a project like this, regardless of our background or anything about us, really. Like, we don't even need to know each other that well in order just to be able to work together. And that is really inspiring that you have that ability to just reach out to people and just make something amazing that can help people everywhere.
Amazing job, everyone. It's been awesome to see what you've all managed to achieve. Without further ado, it's time for our first prizes to be awarded. Over to Anuya from MLH.
Hi everyone, my name is Anuya from Major League Hacking, and I'll get right into it with the Major League Hacking prizes, starting off with the best use of MongoDB. So the winner for it is Remember COVID. So a little about them. Basically, they're a company, they're focusing on a company's response to adversity is the best way to determine its moral character. And basically, Remember COVID aggregates a company's response for future reference. Check it out. They did an amazing job using MongoDB as database tools and so on and so forth. Next up, best domain name, coveinfo.tech. Oh my gosh, tons and tons of information about COVID on there. Honestly, I learned a lot just browsing through their website. Next up, best use of radar.io. So for here, it's Grocer 2.0. A great way for their focus is on mobilizing necessities for at-risk people with the help of the community. Really cool. Best use of UiPath. The winner for it is CoolSpace. Oh my gosh. For all of us who are working from home, it basically focused in on that. It's an oriented workspace solving the problems associated with the conventional workspaces, which are designed essentially to be used in a physical workspace. So really cool. Another awesome project. So check them out as well. And last but definitely not least, we have our best use of Blockstack, which is Corona Tracker. And their main focus is an easy-to-use and accessible progressive web app that helps you monitor your wellness and stay informed around COVID-19 while decentralizing the data with blockchain-based technology. So they really use Blockstack in their hack and just went into the decentralized blockchain aspect of their hack. Really cool. Honestly, a huge shout out to all the amazing organizers of Hack Quarantine and a huge shout out to all the hackers. Oh my gosh, amazing projects that came out of this hackathon. Just looking at them was like just awesome experience. So yeah.
Before we continue with prizes, we'd love to feature some projects that really wowed us over the last 3 weeks. Many of our teams chose to forego prize eligibility by having more than 4 team members, and instead chose to focus on making an impact.
This is Hermit Hero, and we are now making social distancing cooler than ever. Social distancing and contact tracing are needed together to mitigate and suppress the spread of COVID-19. However, social distancing is confusing, and contact tracing can be really hard to put into place sometimes. We give users a fun game with quests and missions that reward your socially responsible activities and behavior while helping you organically build a contact network. Even those who aren't playing Hermit Hero would benefit, since you'll be able to use the data to inform a broader network in case of possible exposure. So this is Hermit Hero, saving lives 6 feet at a time. Social Butterfly was living the high life, jet-setting around the world, going to all the hottest restaurants, taking selfies with friends, when suddenly the first COVID-19 case was announced in their city. Social Butterfly dismissed the warnings to stay at home until concerned Caterpillar posted on social media that his grandfather was ill and about to be tested for COVID-19. Social Butterfly immediately calls Grandma Peach to warn her. Social Butterfly decides right then and there to do everything they can to not be a COVIDiot and save Grandma Peach. To get started, we're going to create our profile by entering in our first name, last name, email address, and creating a password. We're going to collect some basic demographic information, such as how old you are and your gender. You're also going to add a photo of yourself, and now we're ready to go save Grandma Peach. So the goal of this game is to keep Grandma Peach's risk levels low, and I can do this by earning rolls of toilet paper and by logging activities that support social distancing. We're going to enter in our journal here, and this is where we're going to document our social activities. Today I did not leave the house, but I did watch some Netflix and I FaceTimed with a friend. So now I have increased my rolls of toilet paper and I have reduced Grandma's risk, and I can share my progress on social media and complete challenges together with my friends to safely social distance and save Grandma Peach.
One project really stood out to us in terms of wholesomeness though: glow sharing. It's incredible to see participants so young who are interested in making a difference to the world. Over the last 3 weeks, Danielle and Joash learned how to prototype an app using Figma, and we think they did an awesome job. Please keep on learning, making cool things, and inspiring us all.
Hi everyone, we are Grow Sharing. These are the problems we think that are faced by many. Number 1, they buy too much groceries and therefore are unable to finish them before the expiry date. Number 2, those on leave of absence, stay home notice, or who are quarantined are unable to buy groceries to cook or buy food. This is where Grow Sharing comes in. Grow Sharing allows people who bought too much groceries to sell them to others for a lower cost. Those on leave of absence, stay home notice, or are on quarantine are able to buy groceries from their neighbors. This is a preview of how our app will look like. This is the login page. After the login page, they'll see the home page where they can either see all the post something, see chats that they have with those that they are selling to or buying groceries from, and their profile and reviews. These are some posts. For example, if I want to buy toilet paper, I can click on it, see the descriptions, and see the price. After clicking buy, the neighbor will then deliver it to my house. This is our team. I am Danelle and my teammate is Joash. We are Grow Sharing, and we hope that if you buy too much groceries, you will share some with those who need it more. Thank you.
We'd also love to give a huge shout out to our friends at Platter, who have spent the last 3 weeks mentoring hackers, running some awesome workshops, and generally being amazing. Over to them.
Hello, Hack Quarantine. We just wanted to thank you over at Platter for a wonderful 3 weeks of Hackathon. We had a blast, and we hope you did as well. Wanted to highlight just a few things. First of all, thank you for the wonderful conversation, just shooting the breeze, but also some real active learning and some amazing community that was built on the Discord. So thank you for spending your time with us. We also wanted to thank you for your awesome projects. There was so much. It was so hard to pick for the track that we sponsored, remote working. And furthermore, we're going to go through these later and just kind of check out all of the cool stuff that you all have built. Congrats on a wonderful hackathon and some wonderful projects built. On a more personal note, also wanted to thank you for bearing with us as we learned how to stream. So very soon, look for TikTok coding lessons coming from Platter. And on an even more personal note, thank you very much for the wonderful, warm wishes. This hackathon was long enough that we even had a baby during it, me and my family. So everyone say hi to Fiona. All right. Lastly, we wanted to let you know, we wanted to kind of give you some value since we got so much out of this as well. If you're logged in tomorrow by 6 p.m. UTC into Platter, and remember, if you have a GitHub account, you already have a Platter account. You just have to authorize the app. If you make it through to this create screen, you know you're logged in. So everyone who's logged in by that point will have a free full stack application. That's a $15 a month value. As soon as we turn billing on, you'll have that free for as long as you have a Platter account. So that's our way to thank you for all that we've gotten out of this event. We hope you've had a great time too. We wish you the best, both through this pandemic and afterwards. And if there's any way that we can help with your career, your hacks, etc., then right above my head you'll see there's our app URL, but you can also email us at hello@platter.dev. On Twitter, we're @tryplatter. And me personally, here's my Twitter handle too if you just want to get a hold of me, @SeniorFloor. Best wishes, take care, and thank you for everything.
Okay, it's time to get serious and announce our first 2 track winners. First up, Supporting Quarantined or At-Risk People, powered by Twilio. We'll start with 3rd place, which goes to Crisis Heroes. Crisis Heroes has a very simple aim: help connect people who are quarantined with people who are able to go and help with shopping. In 2nd place, we have Isolating Together. With people's daily routines shattered due to lockdowns around the world, Isolating Together helps people make and keep a healthy routine. And finally, the winner of the Supporting Quarantined or At-Risk People track is Covidtivity. Covidtivity is a 3-in-1 application that provides the user with daily habit tracking activities in a gamified manner.
Hey, I'm Tom Goodman, the Science Lead.
And I'm Avery Cunningham, the Co-Science Lead.
We've been working to give you some awesome resources and reach out to the wider STEM community, getting people with experience beyond tech to share their awesome knowledge with you all.
Word of all your incredible work has spread fast, being put out by a number of people, including none other than the president of the BCS and other organisations, including universities, institutions and charities like OSTEM. We've also had the absolute pleasure of working through your submissions to the Tech and Health track. Spent ages whittling them down to our top 4.
Absolutely. We had almost 100 submissions from across the globe, from the USA to Australia, India, the Philippines, and perhaps even Without further ado, let's get into the Tech and Health winners, Avery. Do you want to go first?
Sure. In 4th place, we have Twilio. This is a screening service for COVID-19 that, unlike most existing ones, doesn't rely on a stable internet connection. This works towards making sure that those who are socioeconomically disadvantaged can still access convenient COVID-19 screening. This is especially important considering that these are the people that are often most at risk.
In 3rd place, we have a project that I could certainly do with right now. Exercise has become increasingly important and increasingly difficult during this crisis, and this hack helps to gamify your short and long-term exercise goals. Whether you're planning to row from John O'Groats to Land's End or just walk around your local park, in third place we have COVID challenges.
In second place, we have a hack aimed towards aiding researchers in accessing preprints of papers related to COVID-19. This project classifies the papers into different topics, lists papers related to user-inputted questions, and ranks the resulting publications by relevance. We even use this ourselves throughout the judging to check and compare the latest research out. With that, in second place, we have Collabovid. And now we're on to our winner.
This hack, as with COVID challenges, is focused on keeping you fit and healthy during quarantine. Using Twilio's video API to connect users into a Zoom-style lobby, it tries to get you to contort into a variety of yoga poses in a hole-in-the-wall style way, admittedly with slightly less water. The most disappointing part is honestly the distinct lack of Anton de Beck. We're pleased to announce then that the winner of Hack Quarantine's Tech and Health track is none other than Pose Party. Now I know that a lot of you were thinking, there's no way they really liked it that much.
Well, we decided to put our money where our mouth is and try it out.
Wow, the sheer quality of the projects we've seen so far has really blown us away. Before we continue with the prizes, we'd love to feature some more of the amazing submissions we've received.
We are presenting Contain COVID. The immediate issue that our retrospective contact tracing solution solves is the silent, uncontrolled transmission of COVID-19 during asymptomatic stages. As a user, just trying to check up on your risk level. If you are not diagnosed with corona, you'd click over here, and it would take you to this landing page that encourages users to upload and take control over their location data that will help scientists trace and stop the spread of COVID-19. And this GPS data is already available on millions of phones across America on Google Takeout. So if your phone is compatible, you could just quickly check by logging into your Google account and following our instructions in this tutorial. And we will show the tutorial right now. Now, users have a zip file of all of their location data, and they'd be able to drag and drop very simply over here, and now redirect them to this page over here that enables them to manage their data. Likewise, if a user does not have Google Takeout history data, then they could import their data manually by just clicking on this page once more, and we're now on the data management page, which enables individuals to scroll through their address by address history and filter out personal identifying information very, very easily. And you can add visits as necessary if Google Takeout is not a full picture. Finally, users would be able to submit their data all the way up here, and this would give them a real-time risk score of whether or not it matches with any data in our database on COVID-19 tested positive patients who reported their data through this entire system over here. Thank you for your time.
Totally unanticipated by the global community, COVID-19 has spread through the world and has had rippling impacts on practically every aspect of life. As there is no cure, prevention is the only true solution right now. People across the world are coming together in the face of this crisis to contribute in their own way. However, while the intentions of some are good, they are unable to help productively due to the information gap they experience. One of our members, Sumesh, has helped to create a COVID-19 tracker for India, which has 9.8 million active users and has been mentioned by some prominent Indian celebrities. This has helped us assess the situation, and we noticed this tracking is limited mostly to the urban areas. There are millions of rural workers around the globe who suffer tremendously from unequal information distribution. Rural localities are vastly spread out and disjointed, increasing the isolation they already experience in terms of information and opportunities, drastically affecting the quality of their lives. Here is a clip about the struggle that the rural poor face in their daily life.
क्या तुम्हारे गांव में रेडियो आता है और सब समझ पाते हैं कैसे?
सब समझ नहीं पाते हैं, बाकी जो समझ पाते वो समझते, बाकी लोग नहीं समझते, उसको अगर बोल के समझाओ तो समझते हैं।
और क्या ये पूरे देश का और बाहर की न्यूज़ आती है या नहीं आती है?
पहले तो नहीं आती थी, अब पहुंच जाती है।
A lot of the information widely distributed in the urban areas does not reach the rural village areas. This includes toll-free numbers for consulting medical professionals, location of ration centers, precautions to be taken, and action to be taken if they feel sick. The language barrier is the primary problem with other methods. Students in urban areas have been coping relatively well with the commencement of online classes. However, this medium isn't accessible or practical for most students in the rural areas, as the pace of their syllabus is also bound to differ. Additionally, migrant workers who were earlier employed in urban areas are forced to return on foot to their hometowns amongst the shutdown of commercial activity in the cities. To positively impact rural lives, Dharan Labs presents Narad. Our product, Narad, aims to solve this by allowing local broadcasts by village officials, which can be made in the local dialect or language to reach everyone. A single transmitter device is needed to send out an FM wave via modulating CPU cycles, which can then be transmitted via a mesh network of ultra-low-cost transmitters. This network is easy and quick to install and can be set up in a decentralized manner without an official rollout. Additionally, it doesn't require a smartphone for use, being compatible with virtually any commonly owned feature phone or FM receiver, allowing even the illiterate to make use of it.
RDS transmitter using using the Raspberry Pi. FM RDS transmitter 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 using the Raspberry Pi. RDS transmitter using the Raspberry Pi. FM RDS transmitter using the
We offer an effective, low-cost solution to many of the problems raised by COVID-19, for which we aim to make use of government funds, which fund innovations to help with the crisis. Additionally, the device has a lot of functionality which can be utilized after the current crisis, making for a long-term investment into improving rural connectivity and lives. We are the difference between ignorance and awareness.
And now for one of our favourite things to do as hackathon organisers. Recognise those who have truly embodied the spirit of what a hacker is. Learning, sharing, creating and having fun. Over the course of the past 3 weeks, there have been 3 hackers that have stood out for us. They have been the top 3 most active members on the Discord, have attended many workshops, and we believe have truly gained a lot from being involved. We are now going to take the time to recognise them and hear what they have to say about being involved in Hack Quarantine.
Hello, my name is Kenny. Hack Quarantine has been such a wild ride that I don't actually remember how it even all began for me. I do know, however, that this was one of, if not the most amazing coding event I took part in, and I honestly wish it lasted longer. It was incredible seeing how the community came together to learn, have fun, create stuff, and so much more. Also, that feeling you get when communicating with people from all over the world and connecting under one single overarching purpose is something impossible to replicate. With every single day filled with good music, chatter in the Discord, and the amazing workshops hosted over the past 3 weeks, it was a pleasure to learn alongside all of you fellow hackers. What's next for me is I'll continue to work on the project I joined in on and keep learning every day, working towards finding my first developer job. I really hope we'll see more of Hack Quarantine in the future because I will truly miss this. And lastly, I want to give the biggest thanks to all of the people on the Hack Quarantine team, all of the workshop hosts, MLH members, sponsors and contributors, and of course, everyone else that joined in on those 3 wonderful weeks of hacking. Best of luck to you all.
Hi, I'm Brandon, one of the 2 developers working on Acme Space. In the beginning, we brainstormed a lot of the issues with the lockdown, and as students, online learning was a big one. Working through emails is tiresome and lacks any sort of real-time interaction that you would get with in-person classes. So, we wanted to make it easier for professors and students to communicate with each other using one common platform, Discord. We built a platform that automates a lot of the classroom functions and made it super simple to set up. Office hours can be held by TAs or professors, and with a few simple commands, they're able to run them with ease. My biggest challenge and learning objective with this project was certainly connecting the Discord bot to a web interface, which of course was a blast. This is something that I've always wanted to try, so it was a great opportunity to do so. What I really enjoyed about Hack Quarantine was getting the chance to interact with those all around the world. Seriously, that's not something that you get to do at an in-person hackathon, so it was really cool to meet new people and hear their ideas. As for future plans with Acme Space, we would love to bring it to other platforms such as Slack and build out more features to make classrooms even better and easier to use. Overall, I've had a blast, and while this may be my first hackathon, it definitely won't be my last.
Hi, I'm Louise, a front-end developer and UX designer just finished Hack Quarantine. I've really enjoyed the experience because I've never done a virtual hackathon before, and it's great to experience such a community. The hackathon itself, I've really enjoyed how it's been 3 weeks, so it gives you time to go through the entire software development process. Doing my hackathon project, I learned about continuous integration, and that's made me want to try it on GitHub through GitHub Actions with a Node.js app on DigitalOcean. So overall, I've really enjoyed being able to do coding and communicate and collaborate with other developers around the world. It was my first experience working remotely, which I found a really interesting experience.
Our community has been the main thing that has made Hack Quarantine an incredible experience, and we're so happy that we've had the chance to recognise just a few of them here on the stream. Now it's time to announce our next set of prizes, which is for the 4 different tracks. First up, we have Remote Working powered by Platter. Platter has some exciting prizes lined up for the winners. Third place will receive $50, second place will receive $100, and first place will receive $250. However, there is an option. Your team can choose however much of these amounts you'd like to donate in your name to the Hack Quarantine's WHO fundraiser. So, let's get started. To start with, we have CoLearn in third place. CoLearn allows teachers and students to learn collaboratively on a whiteboard. The whiteboard has support for allowing teachers to text in images that they would like to teach, and all through the Twilio SMS library. Well done, folks. In second place, we have WeConnect. WeConnect is a virtual platform where a student can host virtual meetings as well as organise group studies. Well done to everyone involved. And for the overall winner of the remote working track powered by Platter, we have JuiceBreak. JuiceBreak is a Slack bot that randomly chooses and posts from a bank of several different challenges in the channel, each with randomised prompts in order to ensure that there are no repeats. Massive well done to the team, we're really impressed. And now, our final track, Improving Awareness and Behaviour, powered by Capital One. To start with, we have Neurona in third place. Neurona allows users to upload their Google timeline data to receive a risk score based on their interactions with positive cases. Well done, team, really good. In second place, we have Trover.do. If you're getting fed up of going to the shops and finding things out of stock, then Trover.do isn't the app for you. Trover.do looks at the stock levels at your nearby supermarkets and pharmacies to help optimise your shopping to reduce your risk to exposure. Finally, we have the Improving Awareness and Behaviour track winner, COVID Community Risk Indicator. This analyses data from people who have tested positive to highlight hotspots, allowing you to reduce the risk you face. Well done, everyone. We're really impressed with your hard work.
Now that we've announced our track winners, we have one last prize to announce. Best in Show. As you've probably already heard, we've had over 250 amazing submissions, and with so many incredible projects, solving a whole host of issues, narrowing it down to one single winner was not an easy task. But our judges have been through every single project, and we are now ready to announce our Best in Show. Congratulations to Post Party, which combines exercise and social interaction where you compete with each other to hold a pose. This was an awesome project. The tech implementation was wonderful. We are really impressed with what you've created. Congratulations to Post Party. The global hackathon community is huge, and at times it's felt like Hack Quarantine has brought the world a bit closer together, while everyone has been isolated so far apart from one another. If Hack Quarantine was your first hackathon experience and you want more, or you're just tuning in now, wondering how you can get involved with something similar, a few of our friends from around the world are running similar events, with similar aims and the same mission, to help you learn, build, and share. First up, here's a message for our friends at our UHacks, a digital Canadian hackathon running the 15th till the 17th of May.
Hey hackers, where are you hacks?
We're a 36-hour Canadian hackathon happening on the May 15th to 17th long weekend. We're running it digitally just like Hack Quarantine did.
We're excited to have plenty of unique challenges and sponsors at the event this year, including Google Cloud, Wolfram, and FDM.
This year's hackathon is open to both high school and university level students, and our signups are open until the end of April.
So head on over to our website at ruhacks.com and apply.
Our UHacks is a lot more of a sprint than the marathon Hack Quarantine has been, so if you'd love an epic 3-day challenge of creating cool tech, we'd really encourage you to check them out. If you're in the UK, our friends at Hackathons UK would love to let you know how you can get more involved with the vast hacker community over here.
Hey everyone, it's Aaron from Hackathons UK. I'm one of the co-founders of the organisation,
We're super proud to have been part of Hack Quarantine the past few weeks. It's been awesome to see everything hackers have made and all the effort everyone involved has put in. Hackathons UK is all about empowering the UK hacker community, and we do it through working with organisers, running conferences, facilitating knowledge sharing, and even running events like Hack Quarantine. Our wiki is a great place to get started with organising, or even just discovering more things to do as a hacker. You can learn more about what we do at hack.athon.uk and hackathons.org.uk. Thanks so much.
And finally, Major League Hacking's mission is to empower hackers, and they've really helped us do that over the last 3 weeks. If you're a student in North America, Europe, or Asia Pacific, we really encourage you to check out their hackathon leagues at mlh.io. They partner with a ton of awesome student-run hackathons across the world. So if you'd like to do some more hacking, whether that's digitally or physically, they're a great place to check out. For a bit more on that, here's Kat from MLH.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Hi, I'm Kat from Major League Hacking. I'm a product manager at MLH, and I'm also an organizer at Hack Quarantine. It has been such an absolute blast working with all of you hackers, organizers, volunteers, community members, sponsors, etc., etc. It is honestly so inspiring to see so many people step up to the challenge and better the world even in times of uncertainty. I'd like to announce that we've raised over $1,200 on our GoFundMe for the World Health Organization COVID-19 Relief Fund. That just goes to show you how powerful this community is, and you should be very, very proud of yourselves to being a part of it. I'd like to challenge all of you to keep on hacking after this event. There are a list of member events from Major League Hacking at mlh.io that are digital only, so you can keep hacking over the weekends. Also, I really challenge you to step up and become community leaders online. You can do this by hosting an MLH localhost workshop, participating in a digital event, or even something as simple as getting people together for a book club, having a support group, or working on a new project together. There's so many different ways to benefit your community, and I'm so excited to see what this community does in the future. Thank you so much for being an absolute wonderful group of people to work with. I'm very excited. Cheers!
Before we finally say goodbye for the last time, I'd like to give a huge thank you to our organiser team. Hack Quarantine was run entirely by student volunteers. We're not some big company, we don't have a corporate structure, and we're not here to make a profit. The amount of all-nighters, hard work, sacrifices and goodwill that these people have put into running our AV, outreach, workshops, side events, logistics and beyond has been astronomical. Thank you to every single member of our team for being so selfless, and for giving hackers across the world the opportunity to come together to fight COVID-19, learn new things, and have a sense of community in these difficult times. When we envisioned Hack Quarantine a month ago, we could have never possibly imagined what it would become. To say we're amazed is an understatement, and we really hope you've enjoyed getting involved. To everyone who's won a prize, congratulations, you did great. But, and more importantly, congratulations to everyone who has learned something new, created something amazing, and made new friends. Those are the true goals of Hack Quarantine, and I really hope you've achieved that. In the coming weeks and months, please stay safe. In many places, lockdown has either not yet started or is not yet over. Our community is still here for you in Discord if you'd like to continue your project, get some mentorship, or just have a chat. We'd love for you to all keep in touch. But for now, that's all from us here on Twitch. After the ceremony, we're going to showcase some of the amazing projects you submitted with one final demo fest. And then, after 550 hours of stream time, it's finally time for us to go offline. Have a great night, day, morning, or evening, and no matter where in the world you are, stay safe, look after yourself, and don't forget about us. Happy hacking, everyone!